Hello there, good morning everybody. How are you today? Do you know what? Came down here 7 o'clock this morning, put the heating on because yesterday I had to stop filming because my fingers went numb, so cold. Boiling hot today. What a lovely day. Hopefully it's the same way you are. Bit windy, but nice and cool. Kim, if you were up, would be sitting there having a meeting outside with a cup of coffee. So how are you today? Now the reason for this morning is because I've got some spare time on a Sunday morning, so I thought I'd come and join you. And oh, hello Kaz, hello Maggie and Maria. And while I'm here for the duration, or from now until midday, we've taken 10% off all Lewis and Irene fabrics on the website. So it's Lewis and Irene fabrics I'm going to be using. And Lewis and Irene, there's loads of them, have a look. There's pages and pages. I've put a link in the description box on YouTube and on Facebook as well to take you to the Lewis and Irene page. So there's the brand new ranges, there's the Christmas range, the flannels reduced, and the bumbleberry blenders. Even the brand new ones that only went on last week are all reduced by 10%, and they're automatically reduced by 10% for everybody, so everything is at sale price. But if you're a Half Yard Club member, do remember to put your discount code in there, because that means in effect you get 10% on top of the 10%, which in my little head is 20% off. Yay! Hello Lynn and Kathleen, Margaret Joan, hello Robbie, Caitlin, Midjulie, and the lovely gang, she says, Steph, Christine, Sarah, Jane, sorry if I miss anybody, and hello little sewing wheel, very good here, thank you. Kathleen, yes, it's in the description box, Kathleen. Shirley, hello. Steph, trying to sew with a ginger cat. Oh, a ginger cat help. I'm just too much. There's little sharp claws with thread, and that ginger cat helping, not with the ginger cat. Hello Irene, blustery in St Albans, blustery but warm. Diane's just cut out Edwin. She's cut him out. She's cut him out. Sounds like you've cut him out of your life. Post pictures, won't you, Diane, when you've made him? I hope you like him. Bloodwin, hello Patrice and Karen and Dina, hello, and Jill, hello to you too, and Anne, who's on Facebook? Can't see any comments on Facebook. Oh, there you are, you're up there. What are you doing up there? Jackie, Tracy, Maria, Hannah J, hello, and Fee, Christine, Shirley, we're busy, aren't we? Sylvia, Gillian, Helen, Sheila. That's the church clocks, church bell striking, 2 minutes late. Barbara, Julie, Bridget, Brenda, hello to everybody. Karen, 4 months till the getaway. I know, it's going to come around quickly, isn't it now? Better figure out what we're doing. Actually, we know what we're doing. We just need to post pictures. So I've made a bag, which will be one of the projects. And Susie's coming over to the office on Thursday, and we're having a photo shoot for her stuff and the things that we're doing together as well. So hopefully by the weekend, or maybe early next week, we'll be able to tell you what you're doing. Hello Susan, Harrogate was wet and snowy. You're better off in the warm. Oh, what was the show like? Was it busy? Oh, hello Sarah. Daryl, hello. Wendy, Jackie. 92 Victoria. Lovely and cool after 30 degrees. 37 degrees yesterday. Hi Leanna, hi Margot and Val. Diane. Kim's completed the circle pouch. How nice. What else have you been up to? What did you do for the rest of the day yesterday? I filmed, oh, the patchwork cushion covers behind me. I filmed yesterday because those are the secondary project for December. That is one of the projects from the book, or one of the blocks. I'll show you actually before we move on, before I start sewing. I think it was page 63. No, it wasn't page 63 at all. Let's have a look. There we go. So that's the block, a large piece star block. So that's what I made into the cushion cover. So your secondary project, I'll give you everything that you need and all of your instructions and everything. You don't have to buy the book to do that if you're a Half Yard Club member, but that's where the inspiration came from. And just to show you as well, you don't have to, I'll show you on the quilt, it's that one. Because we've been saying all along when we're on Sewing Street and whatnot that you don't have to make up the quilt, you can use the individual blocks. So that's the one that I've used to make the cushion cover. That's the basket one that's on the bag behind me. And I've got another one. The flower is that flower, which I use 4 times to make the cushion cover as well. So that's the idea behind it. So that's what I was doing yesterday. But again, please don't feel that you've got to buy the book to make it, because I do give you all the materials on the project for tomorrow, for December anyway. Brenda's just making plans for the small flowering week 4. All very new, so brain cells are rattling a bit. Oh, glad you like them, Sarah. Hello, Alice. Delighted to see Seamless Sunday is surviving. In my little mind, yes, Alice. I'm hanging on to Seamless Sunday. It's something. If you're not aware, Seamless Sunday was a concept that I came up with many years ago on Old Create and Craft, and I thought it was just a nice idea because they had sewing on a Sunday, to mix it up a little bit and bring guests in that were normally sitting in the green room and have a chat to everybody and do a bit of this and a bit of that. I haven't got guests, I can't carry on in that respect, but I'm keeping that name. And occasionally I'll bring you a Seamless Sunday when I can on a Sunday morning here, and bring you special offers as well whenever I can. So this time again, we've got a massive range of Lewis and Irene fabric, all discounted, but only kind of for the duration of the show. So take advantage of it. I'll show you actually. I'll show you while we're there. I go on to their website. Where is it? There we go. So it's debbieshawsewing.com. So there is a link on YouTube and on Facebook. That's the home page. That's what you'll find. And if you go to the search bar, all you need to type in is Lewis, and the Lewis and Irene page will come up. It helps if you use 1 W in Lewis, not 2. And those are all your sale items. So these are brand new in. So there should be £7.50. 10% takes you down to £6.75, and Half Yard Club members get an extra 10% off that. So an extra £6.76, an extra 67p, which I can't work out at the moment. But these are all quite new. £8 down to £7.20. Some of these we've got very low stocks of. So just to warn you, like the fat quarter bundles that we've had put together, because Lewis and Irene don't do those. This is what I'm using today because I love those fabrics. I think they're the favourite out of all of the Lewis and Irene ranges. That's gone already, you see. The flannel, knew the flannel will be popular. So we've got Christmas fabrics and panels, stocking panel there. These are gorgeous. And oh, the cushion panel, look at that, that's down from £16.20 to £14.58. Another £1.45 off that if you're a club member. It's worth joining the Create and Craft Club just to take advantage of these discounts. That's a really useful one as well. It's called Teddy Bear's Picnic, but it's just a weave print, which is very useful. I told you we've got loads of them, look. So anything £8 is down to £7.20. Some of these, again, we've got quite low stocks on. So if you see something that you like, I'd hop over onto the website and place your order while we've got it. Now then, these were already discounted. So there would have been £7.50 down to £6.70, and then you've got another 10% on top of that. And then as a club member, you'd have another 10% on top of that, which means that on these ones, you're getting 30% off. Maybe this wasn't such a good idea. There you go, that's your last page. Didn't think about that one. 30% off, what we're playing at. Trudy, hello Susan, and Lewis and Irene flannel in the sale. Everything Lewis and Irene is yes, Karen. So there's not very much of it left now, but yes, it is in the sale. Anything that says Lewis and Irene on it is in the sale. Oh, Teresa's in love with Edwin. He's relaxing today. Look, it's like that today, having a bit of a relax. Morning, Chris. Yeah, a bit early on a Sunday, this, isn't it, Chris? Normally 11 o'clock. Edwin looks like he's had a heavy night, says Sarah. Hello, Jackie and Clacton. Lovely to meet you and Kim. Oh, hello. I said hello to you on Wednesday. I said I would, but you were working. Is that right? Is that the same, Jackie? Helen, hello. Chrissy didn't sleep last night because of the awful weather. It's windy here, Chris. It was ever so warm. I've turned the heating off and everything. Hello, Julia. She's new to the club. Welcome along. Hope you're enjoying it. Susan's got a day of wrapping Christmas presents. Oh, that's a nice day, isn't it? Nice day. The only thing I find, if I wrap too early, I forget what I've bought everybody. Then I have to unpick a little bit and have a look and just make sure that everybody's got something. Morning, Susan and Helen. Julia. Oh, said hello to Julia. Christine, hello. Blowing a gale, says Sarah Jane. And it's raining sideways in Devon. Oh dear. Oh, Sally Ann's in Vietnam. What's it like over there, Sally Ann? You're on holiday? Edwin's been on the elf juice. He doesn't have elf juice, it's bad for his elf. I like the peacock in your book. I think that's my favourite one as well, Leanna. Anyway, should we do a bit of same? Alana's been asking for a mug rug and a mug hug. So I'm going to make a mug rug, but I don't have time to make a mug hug as well as mug rug. But the quick make for club members in December, so December the 24th, is going to be a mug hug, which I've been making this morning. Oh, it's the same Jackie. Oh, hi again. Morning, Juliana. So this is going to be a mug rug. So a mug rug is a mat that you put your mug on, and a mug hug is a wrap that you wrap around your mug to stop you burning your fingers on your hot soup, basically, if you didn't know. I haven't measured, so I'm kind of making it up as I go along because I only thought about doing it this morning. Sally, I've been amazing, but miss you. Oh, a month touring. Oh, how lovely. I think my eldest lad's been to Vietnam. Did he go to Vietnam? Oh, I can't remember. When he went on his travels many years ago. So what I'm going to make, it won't be as big as this. I'm using a reflective wadding. So I'm going to use the silver side up. And then I've got two Lewis, and I told you these are my favourite ones. I think these are so elegant. I love the whole range of this. I think they're beautiful. So I'm going to use two of those, and I'm going to make a mat to put your mug on, with a checkerboard down one side and a reverse heart applique on the other side is the plan. Julie, if you go to the Half Yard website and look under my blog, you'll find it there. So you just click on my blog and scroll down a little bit and it comes up there. Hello, Sharon. Right, no, I won't, Leanna. This is it. I don't have time to do it twice, I'm afraid. Right, so to make the squares that are going down the side, I'm going to use some of our interfacing. So if you haven't seen this before, it's pre-printed with squares on with 1/4 of an inch seam allowance. We do diamonds, we do half square triangles as well, but this one's going to be squares. And I just want to strip down one side. So I'm just going to use 8 of the squares for this one. So they take 2.5 inch squares, of which I have cut far too many. And you place these over the fabric like so. And then iron them in place. So I'm just doing this kind of checkerboard effect. And like that. And this comes on off a roll, so it's by the 1/2 meter if you wanted to go for that as well. So let's pop that on there. That on there. And that on there. And then iron them in place. So make sure that the knobbly side is facing upwards because that's the glue, and make sure that you don't get your iron on it because it'll melt. So I'm going to iron the centre of those down. So hot iron, no steam for this one. Let's put you back on there. So have we got any more new members to the club? Can't find your beanie fleece hat. Oh, I don't know, Lynn. I don't know, Lynn, offhand. The ones that have been taken down are coming back again, but I don't keep up with what the girls are doing, I'm afraid. I don't know whether it's there or not. Laura will probably know. Right, so that's going to be the strip that goes down the side. I can cut that off along the black line and cut that one off as well. Blodwyn's had a nip? Is that whiskey, Blodwyn, at this time in the morning? Helene, keeping very well, thank you. How are you keeping? Right, Now I'm going to do another little bit of this to go behind my reverse heart applique. Don't know what size to do. Little one. Now I'm using my heart template. You don't have to, because these aren't available yet. Hopefully next week. There is a waiting list if you want to go on the website. These are they. So launched on Sewing Street last week. Can't see a thing because they're so clear. Moves up before it drops on the floor. And they nest. So you've got nesting hearts. There is a little one that goes in the centre as well. And you've got a wheel to make them bigger as well. So I'm going to use the inside of the 5-inch one. I'm just going to have a little heart shape that size, I think. I think that's going to be fine. There are free heart template downloads on the website if you wanted to go for one of those. So I'm only using the little one, so I only need 4 of these. And I'm going to create a little patchwork pattern behind my applique. Right, so just cutting along the black lines. If you want to just sew the squares together, you know, that's fine. You don't have to buy this. Just makes it a lot easier. So let's pop 4 of those on there. Hello, Glor in Seattle. What's it like over there today? Simone's tuned in from Denmark. Oh, is that Denmark in Washington? Travelling in the RV. Oh, have a nice trip, won't you? Where are you going to? Or are you just driving round? A bowl cozy. I don't have a video for a bowl cozy, I'm afraid, Maury. No, sorry about that. I haven't made a bowl. Have I made a bowl cozy? I don't think I've ever made a bowl cozy. So I've just got 4 squares for this one. I think that's going to be big enough. There will be a 1/2-inch seam allowance taken off all of these as well when we sew them. There we go. And then we'll stitch. So with these, we're going to, Gary and Bobbin are fine, thank you, Alan. We're going to fold them over and sew along the blue line. So it's dead easy. You can create perfect 2-inch squares without worrying about matching your points. So we'll do that one again, just fold along the black line and sew along the blue line. And again. Make sure that's folded on the black line. Then I've got a perfect 1/4 inch seam allowance. And then we'll iron it first, actually. Let's do the same with this one. So flip it over, sew along the blue. And let's do that. And let's give this a quick press. Wet and windy in London, says Dawn. Oh, I haven't spoken to Kim this morning. I was hoping it's going to be a nice day for her today. So just press that to one side. And with this one, again, we'll press all to one side. Then let's flip that over and sew along that edge. Like so. Oh, I don't know if I'll get my coffee this morning, Sarah Jane. Mind you, I don't expect Gary to come. It was chucking it down yesterday, wasn't it? So I don't expect him to come all the way down here with the coffee in the rain. My coffee would be very diluted with rainwater. But I might get one today, you never know. Okay, and then we'll open that up and press that to one side. Oh, there's my iron. I'm going to forget where my iron is. And that's that. and then we'll start putting this thing together. Okay, so I'm going to cut out my mat size now. Yeah, that's a nice size. So that should be 2, 4, 6, 8.5 inches. It's 8 inches. Why is it 8 inches? 2, 4, 6, 8.5. Anyway, that'll do. So let's chop off the edge of this. Keeping it nice and square. And this is the way I'm working it. So I'm going to have a little heart here, which is going to be over the top of that there. So I think we need to be, let's do 11 inches. I mean, it doesn't really matter what size it is, does it? So you can make placemats, you can make bigger ones, you can make smaller ones. But this is how I'm kind of working it out. So that and that. And across there. There. So that, let me just trim that, that's a bit tatty on the end. That's going to be the finished size of my mug rug. So let's do this little bit. This I'm going to do in the paler fabric. So that's going to be about that big. So I'm cutting it bigger than I need so I can cut it down to size. Hello Christine, she's just joined us. So I know it's too big, might be a little bit wasteful, but at least I know I've got, because that I need a 1/4 inch seam allowance on there to start with. So I could have cut that a little bit more accurately. But we just want to get it right. So let's find the center of this. And that there, that there. Let's find the center of this as well, so I know it's in the middle. It's not big enough. So if that goes there, I had a pen somewhere. Yeah, but everything down, ever so prepped and everything, and then I don't know what's happened to that. I've got a Sharpie, that will do. So I just want to find the centre. So that's going to go down one side. It will have an overlap of a 1/4 inch. And I just want to find the centre of this bit. So that measures about 6 inches and about 8 inches. So let's go 3 inches and 4 inches and say that's the centre. That will do. Right, so that's going to sit over there. I'll just make sure that all fits. Yeah, that's going to be fine. Right. Now I'm going to take a scrap of fabric and draw my heart shape on the back. I know it's all creased up, but oh, let's iron it. I can't bear creased up fabric. You know what it's like. Give that a press. Right, there we go. You won't see this. I wouldn't use anything that's a complete contrast, so not a bright red, because you might just see the edges of it when we've done the applique. So something neutral. I was going to use the same fabric, but I thought that's Lewis and Irene. I'm going to waste it if I do that. So right in the centre of this, I will need a pen. I can't use a Sharpie for that. Oh, there it is. Right in the middle. Doesn't have to be in the middle. Let's draw the heart shape. This is going to go over the centre of my outer fabric, and we'll have a couple of pins in there. there. And then I'm going to sew around the edge of the heart with a small stitch. So I'm going to put that back down to a number 2.2, sorry, and just really carefully sew around the edge, making it nice and easy on the curves. I don't want any kind of zigzaggy bits. I want that to be kept nice and smooth. So if you need to stop, then stop. And back around this side. A smaller stitch is going to help you get a smoother curve. You imagine it, you're actually creating a curve from straight lines. So the smaller the straight line of the stitch, the easier it's going to be to curve it. And down into that point. And back up to where we started. Gary and Bailey's. Oh no, Sylv, not Bailey's. Horrible stuff. Okay. And then we'll cut out the centre of the heart, quite close to the stitches. So about 1/8 of an inch or a couple of millimetres from the stitches will be fine. So down into the point and back around. I hope it's going to work. I haven't actually practiced this. I'm just, again, just making it up as I go. When you get down to the point there, just snip into it and back round again. Oh, come out the way. That's because I'm trying to cut at an angle so you can see what I'm doing. Okay. Then back to the ironing board again. I'm going to trim this back to about 1 inch away from the heart, so not too close. Make sure you're only cutting through the lining fabric, not through the top fabric. So who's gone for the Lewis and Irene sale? Have you got yourself a bargain? What you going to make with it, or are you just storing it? Thank you, Jackie, for that. Any tips for sewing with crushed velvet? Oh, anybody sewn with crushed velvet before? Any tips for Alice? She's going to make a dress this afternoon. Hi, Lynn. What kind of dress is it? A party? Is it Christmas? Or New Year's Eve dress? You've got a special occasion? I think a walking foot would be helpful, because I think you might find that when you sew anything with a pile on it right sides together, it can slip a little bit. Debbie sent a couple of messages on here. Sorry, sorry if I've missed it. I'll have a look back. Yeah, I get messages kind of scrolling, so if I look away from my screens, then I don't see them. So sorry about that. Right, we're going to push the lining fabric through to the inside. Okay. So let's flip that over. It might be easier to do it from the inside, actually. Let's flip it over. Push out the point. I've got a point pushy outer. Oops, there we go. Keep that nice and pointy. And then just pull the lining through. And make sure that the seam's right on the edge. I'm going to give it a little bit of a spray with Best Press just to make it behave. And then fold it over. It's worth the trouble. It's going to look really nice when it's done. And just keep pulling it through. There you go. You can see the shape of it come in there, can't you? So just keep going. Just be patient. That's it, and through it comes. Seen lots of velvet, definitely a walking foot. Lots of pins and sew slowly, says Jane. Thank you for that. Anybody else? Oh, velvet has a nap, so make sure the nap is all going in the same direction. That's a good one, Angela. Because you might not notice when you're actually making it, but you'll notice when your garment's finished if you've got one piece upside down. Debbie C's got an Alice in Wonderland panel cut out to make cushion covers for a Christmas present, switching out the pink fabric for a matching blue. Lovely idea. They're nice panels, aren't they? Some of my favourites. It's a very clever daughter. Kay says she wouldn't buy and could not resist, so storing. Thank you. Yeah, take advantage of that. It's not very often the premium ranges go on sale, and some of those are like double discounted. So yeah, worth having a look at those. Hello, Debbie. Just got back from work. You've had an early start this morning, or was it last night? Okay, I think I'm about happy with that. Let me just check. I need to push out my pointy bit a little bit more. Don't use scissors. Okay, so that's what we've got. Now you can see why I mentioned using the same colour fabric or not too bright in the background, because you can just see the edge of it around there. So next up is to put your patchwork behind it. Now then, do we go like that or do we go like that? What do you think? Shall we have diamonds? Oh, I like the square. We're going to have squares. So I'll take a little bit of glue, or you could pin it. I'm going to use a glue stick. And just go around the edge of here. Just to hold that in place and keep its shape before we actually sew it. I'm going to hold that down a little bit as well. Okay. And then that is going to go over the top of that. Lining up the centre seam with the points on the heart. And then we'll sew around the edge. It's quite, isn't it? So I put my stitch back up to my 2.4 and I'm sewing really close to the edge. So here you could use a decorative stitch if you wanted to. You could use a blanket stitch, you could hand sew it. Let's just keep that nice and straight. And back around the side. You could add embellishment around the edge, maybe a little bit of rick-rack or trim. I like it simple, personally. I just like it kept really simple with a straight stitch. Down into the point and back up again. There. Yes, it will wash out, Linda. It dries clear and it washes out when you wash it. Right, let's do this now. So I want that to be in the middle of there. I'm going to cut this down a bit. So I need to have that. I'm using a 1/4 of an inch seam allowance, so I'll need to cut that there. And that'll be nice and central. So let's tuck this up again. And just make sure it's square. So no particular measurements for this, but you can see how my mind's working while I'm making it. So it's quite easy to figure it out. Then let's cut those to the same size as well. So keeping that central line there. Doesn't really make any difference which way up it is, does it? Let's square this off. I have got some new blades on their way. These are getting very blunt. And there. And then I'm going to sew those two pieces right sides together. Hello, Ali in West Yorkshire. Let's flip that over and sew that up. And the beauty of projects like that, it doesn't have to be exact. You know, if you sew the whole thing together and you think, oh, I didn't want it that big, or I want it a bit smaller, you can trim it. If your seam allowance isn't exactly 1/4 of an inch, it doesn't matter. It doesn't have to be exact. Oh, Laura says Lewis and I are in Bumbleberries. Doesn't come up when you put Lewis in the search. Oh, thank you for pointing that out. Does it come up when you put Bumbleberry in there? Okay, we better have a look, hadn't we? So pop that over there. Oh, keyboard. Let's put in Bumble and see what happens. Where are you? Bumble. Oh, there they are. So pink's gone already. Oh, but the bees come. Bumblebee comes up. Look. So yeah, they're all your Bumbleberry blenders. They were £6.50. They're now £5.85. £7 is £6.30. So all these, it's £6.50. I think these were the older ones, or are they the copper ones? Yeah, that one's gone already. This is a lovely one. That one's brand new. It only went on last week. The Cornish Blue. So yes, put in Bumble or Bumbleberries instead of Lewis and Irene. Thanks for that, Laura. Whoops. Oh, I've got one. I've got one of those Doctor Who things going on my screen. That gives you a headache at this time in the morning. Right. So another press. I will press it all again when it's finished as well. So that's how it's going to look. You could trim that back. I don't think I will. You could trim that back a little bit to the heart if you wanted to. I don't think I will. And then this is going to go over the top of this. And again, it'll need trimming down a little bit. So I am going to use my 505. So move that out of the way. Hold that in place while we sew. In fact, I'm going to do that over the bin. It doesn't get on anything. Go to new arrivals. Oh, sorry, Kim. Right, let's do that again. So I forgot, this is a new thing. So go to the website, go to new arrivals, and then where is it? The featured products. Hang on a minute. No, I'm going to just look at that again. So go to new arrivals, then on the left there's a seamless Sunday category. I can't see a seamless Sunday category, Kim. What am I doing wrong? Not by category, I've only got featured products. We'll have a look at that. That's probably me doing something wrong. Drop down featured products. Hang on a minute. Hang on. It's not doing it for me. Right, okay, got it. So if you go to, here you go, look. New arrivals, featured products, go to the plus sign at the side here, and you've got seamless Sunday. There you go, and everything's on there, all 7 pages of it. Phew! Sorry about that. That's something input on there yesterday. I forgot. No, that's fine, Kim. That's me. Don't worry about working out an easier way. That's just me being a little bit dim. But it's all there. A Diana Dummies stand. I have no idea what a Diana Dummies stand is. Does anybody know where Helen can get a Diana Dummies stand from? Have you Googled it? Right, so let's pop this on here. Have we all got it now, where that is? Do you want me to show you? Oh, all right then. Okay, asking to do that again. Let me move you there. So you're on the website, right? That's a home page on the website. Go to new arrivals, and then just take that off. And then over here on the left-hand side, it says featured products. So if you click on the little plus sign at the side, it'll take you to Seamless Sunday or Sewing Machine. So then click on Seamless Sunday, and there's all your products. So yeah, that's easy, isn't it? That's easy. It's easy. Right, so let's do this. So I've stuck that on there, like so. And then I just need to trim that back a little bit because it's a bit too long on one side. 4 o'clock on Christmas Day, Helene. Just the once, because I'm on Sewing Street on Christmas Eve. I think I'll be doing 9 and 11. I don't know yet, but I'll be on Sewing Street on Christmas Eve, and I normally come home exhausted from it, to be honest. So I won't be doing the morning one because I won't have prepped anything in time. So I should be there at 4 o'clock in the afternoon. Okay, so I've trimmed that all down. So that's what we've got. I think I'm just going to stitch along that bit there. I'm not going to quilt all of this, but you could do, because it looks like it's been quilted anyway. It looks like it's been stitched in the ditch already. So I'm just going to stitch alongside, not straight down the seam, just alongside it. Like that. Then let's make the backing, and I'm going to make this a self-bound backing. So I'm going to take my backing fabric, which I'm using this one, put that on there, and I need to cut this 2 inches bigger. Should we do 2 inches or should we do an inch? If we do 2 inches, that would be about that and about that. Let's do, just trying to figure out a nice neat edge to it. I think we'll do 1.5 inches. That'll be fine. So I'm cutting the backing fabric 1.5 inches bigger than the front. I'm just standing up to do this because I find it easier. That's not quite square. I need to square that off. That's better. See what I mean about it not really matching what size you do this, or if your seam allowance isn't exact, or you change your mind about the size, or it doesn't turn out quite square. Doesn't matter. Okay, and then we'll put our backing fabric behind here. It is the heat resistant backing Blodwin, yes. And then we'll cut this 1.5 inches bigger all around. So it's only a little board. If it was a quilt I was making, then I'd do it 2 inches, but it's only a little thing. So I don't want the binding to be too overpowering. 1.5 inches there. Oh, only just. And let's do 1.25 inches. I'm not saying why. So we'll just have a fine border on this one. So 1.25 inches, 1.25 inches. There, I've done all 4 sides. 1.25 inches. That will do. Okay. I'm going to put a bit of spray behind there just to hold that in place. Knock that off. That's not spray, it's an iron. Just a little mug rug is all I'm making. Little mug rug. Get that squarely in the centre. And just a bit of spray to hold it in place. Right, back to the iron again. Loads of ironing in this one. Let's get the creases out of there to start with. You know what I'm like. That will do. Right. Oh, hi Claire, she's back. Now I'm going to fold all of the edges up to the edge of the mat. We'll have a bit of a spray of Best Press, I think, there. Around there. Oh, I'm running out of that. Better get some more. Okay. So fold this in half up to the edge. All the way around. Let's work this morning on PC. Oh, but you're with us now then, Kate. Okay, that's good. Leslie says it's sunny. Is it sunny? Oh, I don't get to walk the dog today. Oh, I'm gonna have to make time, aren't I, if it's sunny? Haven't been out for ages. And final side here. So then let's have a look at these corners. So that goes there, that goes there, that goes there, that goes there. Just bear with me a second. So fold over there. That's it. So open up the corner. You've got your glue pen. Again, this is handy. A little bit of glue on the side there, and we're going to fold that over to make a mitre in the corner there. So a bit of glue to hold that down really helps. And then this, and glue that as well, folds over. And then that makes a really nice little mitre when it goes all the way over. Does that make sense? Have I done that right? Hang on a minute. Chat amongst yourselves. I think I should have folded that over first. I only did this morning. Fold one side over, a little bit of glue, then the right angle. Bit of glue, fold over, mitre, yes! And a clip in that to hold it in place. So, fold over, clip it. So this side isn't folded over, that side's folded over. And then take a little bit of glue. Whoops. Wrap it around. That's folded over, a little bit of glue, wrap it around. Fold over, nice little mitre. I think that's the easiest way of doing it. There are different ways of doing the mitered corners like this, because you can cut across them to cut the bolt down, but this is quite easy. So fold over, this one's open, bit of glue, twist it around the corner, bit of glue, fold it over, fold it over. Love it, love a mitered corner, don't you? Hello Carol, how are you today? Pop that in there. And then the final one, that's all folded over. That one's open. Bit of glue. Oh, fold it over. Bit of glue. And then fold over, fold over. Nice little mitre. Just going to do that first one again because it wasn't the neatest. So open it up. That's folded over there. That goes there. A little bit of glue. Fold over. Fold over. Nice little mitre. There, and then I'm just going to sew around the edge. So Jean says, an easy mitre corner, just the demo I need. It's quite nice because it's only one piece of fabric that wraps all around. So it looks like you put binding around it, but you don't have to worry about sewing, you know, getting your stitches on the back in exactly the same place as the front. It's an easy way of doing it. It's really nice and neat. And yes, you can make bigger quilts using that technique as well. Hello, Karen. So let's sew all the way around the edge of this. So quite close to the edge again. I'm going to put my stitch length up again to a 2.6 and sew. So when you get into the mitre, if you have a pointed tool, it helps to hold that in place while it goes under the machine. Obviously don't hit it with your needle. And then wrap this around the edge. Move that over a little bit. You can pin or clip that all around if it helps. And again, coming up to the corner, hold it down. In you go, make that nice and tight. And just carry on all the way around. Back into this one. So just try and keep that nice and pointy and square. And back down again. Saves loads of time, says Claire. It does actually, doesn't it? And I just think it looks really neat. It's just getting the hang of what you fold over in the corner. There. Snip that off. I'll give it another press. Yet another press. So that's what we look like on the back. So that's nice and neat as well. Stormy, Linda, where are you to have storms? It's lovely here. It's nice and mild. There. Press those corners. And that's that done. Quite sweet, isn't it? Need to make more now. But I think placemats would be really nice as well. Did Franklin's give you any good sewing tips when you went to see them? I did do an interview with George. So lots of helpful tips there, and things about maintaining your machine and cleaning your machine and servicing your machine, all that kind of thing. That will hopefully be on the website before Christmas. Takes a lot of editing to do when we've pre-recorded things like that. So yeah, it was really good. Had a nice chat with George. Had a nice dinner with George and Jordan and Kim on the Friday night as well. They took us out to the George, which was lovely. To the George with George. And it was a busy day on Saturday as well, so it was lovely to meet everybody down there as well. So it was really nice. At some point, I think we're going to go to Salisbury, but I don't know when. I don't know when, next year sometime. Windy and wet in Leicester. I had a quilted purse yesterday, so pleased how it turned out. Oh, good. Oh, good. I love it when things go right, or you've taken one of my projects and had a go at it and you've been happy with what you've made. It's the best part of the job. Gives me a nice warm feeling. And then she says, love the reverse applique. I never tried that before. Might give it a go. Somerset, not good. British is definitely here. Lisa says, I started Christmas placemats yesterday, so I'm hoping to finish with this binding method. Thank you. Yeah, it's easy, isn't it? It's easy, but it looks really effective. I'm really pleased with that. Love that fabric. Should have used that a long time ago. Really pretty. Thank you, Sarah. Storm Bert on the south coast. Oh no, really? Oh, waft it over the channel somewhere, won't you? Don't send it over here. We got wet enough yesterday. The chickens won't come out. Well, they do, but they just stand there in the rain. It's quite sad. They can shelter, they just haven't got the brains to find it. Making bench seat covers at the moment for son-in-law. Nice. Again, says it's very sweet. Right, what time is it? Okay, it's 5 to 11. The cotton reel. I don't know, Tracy. Gary bought it for me. I think he had it made. I don't know. I shall try and find out. Bert has been angry in Brighton. My son's dog's called Bert. Every time I hear Storm Bert, I think, because he is a little bit of a terror, I think of the dog. Right, so that's that. Josh, excuse me. Maybe we've got an hour now, just over, until the prices automatically go back up at 12 o'clock. So if you wanted to get yourself a Lewis and Irene bargain, then follow the link or click on the featured products on the website, drop down menu, and then all of your Lewis and Irene sale stuff will be there as well. It's under a Seamless Sunday category. What's the bag over my right shoulder? This one. That's just a sample of one of the panels, one of the blocks from mine and Melissa's book, just to show that you can do different things with them than just the block. The quilt behind me, by the way, is next year's block of the month for Half Yard Club members. Still waiting for enough fabric to come in to fulfill all of the waiting list for that, but do go on the waiting list if you want to get hold of those. Of course, you don't have to use those fabrics. You can use any fabrics that you like, but we will be putting kits together for those. They're £75. It's art gallery fabrics. The printed fabrics is art gallery fabrics. It's absolutely beautiful. You will need your own backing fabric. You'll need your own wadding. Melissa used the William Morris backing fabric, the extra wide on that one. And the binding you can make from scraps. That one Melissa made from scraps of fabric, so it's all different fabrics all the way around. So the kits are for the top and will cover the binding as well. Lovely to hear from you, makes my Sunday. Oh, thank you, Delia. That's very sweet. Whose birthday is it? Is it Sarah's birthday? Happy birthday, Sarah. And that was your birthday today. Thank you, Claire. Mary says, lovely. Thank you. No, thank you. Yes, we will be getting the backing in, Jane. I think we need to get some. We have got some, but I think we need to get some more to cover everybody. We've got quite a few on the waiting list for it. Mary says, I'm not sure if I'm going to do the block of the month quilt as a quilt, but maybe the blocks for bags, etc. See, the centerpiece is actually rather large. I can't go too far because I'm wired up here. So that, the Dresden in the middle, and I've got it sideways, would make a really nice, huge cushion cover. But then you've got all different sizes of blocks around there as well. So you've got the stars. Those I think are about 12 inches by the looks of them. So yeah, you could make bags with the individual ones instead of making the whole quilt. So yeah, it's a lovely project, that one. We'll have more news of that, I think, on next Saturday. So I'm going to see you again on Wednesday if you're here then. Oh, the cushions are your secondary project, Marie, from the Half Yard Club. That will be out on the 15th of December. And there'll be, no, it won't, it'll be out on, no, that's the main project. It'll be out on the 1st of December. And it'll have a video with it. So yeah, not too long to wait for that one. Making flowers today to put on Christmas stockings. That's a nice idea. Edwin is such a reflected and chill guy. He is today, isn't he? It's acting cool today, aren't you, Ed? Hey. I'm glad you've enjoyed it, Linda. Me too. Yeah, didn't know it was your birthday, Sarah. Have a lovely day. What are you doing? I hope you're being spoiled rotten. Right, anyway, better go. Still got some work to do. So remember, an hour until the sale prices, Lewis and Irene, go back up again. So head off there if you want to get yourself a bargain. And I shall see you again on Wednesday at 4 o'clock. And no live stream next Saturday, remember, because it's the Half Yard Sewing Club website live stream. So you need to be a club member for that one. So it's not too late to join. Make sure I've caught up with everything over there. And that'll be at 4 o'clock in the afternoon, just on the Half Yard Sewn Club website there. Right, have a lovely Sunday yourself too, Tina. Thank you very much. And I shall see you again very soon. Enjoy the rest of your Sunday, won't you? Bye-bye.